Hi guys, it's Shalott. Welcome back to my channel. Today, of course, I have another perfume video for you. This is a review on a scent that I had been wanting to try for ages, and I finally picked up during the Sephora sale last month, and I've been testing it for you guys, and I am ready to share my thoughts. Before I get into that, I want to talk about something else really quick. So I'm gonna link down below the timestamp for the actual review portion of the video, so that way you can just jump there right now if you don't want to hear me something I want to rant a bit about. So if you're still here, welcome. Be prepared. I want to talk a little bit about perfume and perfume purchasing online. It's almost impossible to be 100% correct when you're purchasing for yourself or for a gift online without smelling the perfume or trying it on your skin, which is why I get very frustrated when people buy perfume online for the wrong reasons. Like, it has beautiful packaging or someone else recommended it to them. Just because it smells great on someone else doesn't mean it's going to smell great on you. And packaging with perfume can be very difficult because perfume is kept best out of direct heat, out of direct sunlight. There are a lot of places you may want to display your perfume that are not actually good for the perfume longevity. And when you're investing quite a bit of money into a fragrance, especially a high-end or luxury niche fragrance, I'm sorry about that. You don't want to make the wrong purchasing decisions because this is art, basically, to a lot of people. Not just to the people who have created the perfume, who have crafted the scents, but to a lot of us who are perfume lovers and who consider ourselves either collectors or connoisseurs of fragrance. Sometimes it is possible that you may purchase a scent that doesn't smell great on you, but you do appreciate it for the art form that it is, and you do keep it regardless of how much you spent on it, and that's totally fine. That is accepting and appreciating the art, even though it may not be your taste. And I purchased it not because that I was hoping it would become a collector's piece and be worth more. I purchased it because I love the work of art, and I love displaying it, and I love seeing it, which is why it's in my bedroom and not out, you know, in the front hall or front room for everyone to see. And it's the same with perfume. Something that you purchase for yourself to keep and cherish as a work of art is different than something that you buy on the recommendation of others or based off of what it looks like, and then realize later maybe that you have made a mistake. When you are purchasing with the mindset of it becoming a collection piece, as long as you appreciate it for the art that it is, that's fine. But if you're simply doing it because it's cool or trendy, it can be looked at as disrespectful to not only the artist or the perfumer that created the fragrance, but also to the people who love fragrance for the art that it is. Okay, so just a thought, just something to keep in mind when you're thinking about purchasing, especially if you're considering about purchasing a very expensive luxury scent or a very expensive niche luxury scent online without smelling it first. That it may not be something that you like, and so you have to decide whether or not keeping the scent as an art form is going to be worth the money you're spending versus having to offload that somewhere else. Let's go ahead and get into the review. This set has been in my wish list for ages, or had been in my wish list, I think since it first appeared on Sephora's website when they first started carrying the brand. And that is, oh my gosh, it's a French name, so forgive me because I'm going to butcher it. Berdoues. I don't know. The Collection Grand Cru from Berdoues in Hoja, Cuba. It is basically everything that on paper I'm looking for in a fragrance. Here is the box. This is what it looks like when you order it. This is how it comes, and it is a 3.38 100 ml bottle of fragrance. Retails for $85 US. The packaging of the perfume bottle itself looks like this. It is phenomenally beautiful. I love the Art Deco style that is reminiscent of Cuba. A lot of buildings and things you see in Cuba have this very Art Deco 50s type of beauty to them. The scent, of course, being reminiscent of Cuba, is very tobacco based. And I'm going to read you first about the company, Berdoues, forgive me, and then about the fragrance from the box. This is from the packaging, and then I'm going to go onto Sephora's website because that's where I purchased it, and I'm going to read you what they have to say on the website. So, first of all, about Maison Berdoues. Since 1902, Maison Berdoues has formulated perfume creations with a great sense of innovation and the highest regard for the French art of haute perfumery. The quest for the finest raw materials that the earth has to offer, blended using unique skills of our perfumers, and has given birth to the exceptional collection Grand Crus. And Hoja de Cuba is the intensity of a warm tobacco-laced perfume. Our perfumers set off to find a new and unique and sensual land, and this Grand Cru reveals the singular beauty and sweet scent of Cuba's tobacco fields through the fragrance trail and the candor of its origins. The character of Cuba in a glass, there's bottle. A very like a mysterious romantic atmosphere, because that's kind of where it got left. It got left in this time warp where the idea of Cuba is so beautiful and so familiar to a lot of us, but the realities of what it's like is not maybe exactly how we pictured it. I have not personally visited Cuba, so I was not born, obviously, when I could, and travel has only been opened very recently. But I still love the idea of the Cuba of our dreams, of our imaginations. And so that's where this scent comes in, and it is truly a beautifully warm, delicious fragrance. This scent, Hoja de Cuba, is not overly tobacco fragranced. I don't consider it to be a very strong tobacco scent. It is more of a truly warm, like I said before, it's like the creation of the idea of it's the representation of the Cuba of our fantasies, of our dreams. When we watch old movies, when we see old shows, when we see pictures, the Cuba that is represented through dream, through idealistic type of presentation, just the mystery and the beauty surrounding a country that has so much to offer, but at the same time is so unknown to us. The main notes that they're talking about in this fragrance, Hoja de Cuba, is a warm and tobacco-laced perfume, allspice from Jamaica, vetiver from Haiti, and tobacco from Turkey. So these are ingredients that have been sourced across the globe. And I'm going to go into Sephora's website here and read to you what they say about the product, if there's any difference. Sometimes Sephora just copies and pastes the press stuff. So as I said, it is 3.38 or 3.4 fluid ounces or 100 ml, and it does retail for $85 on the Sephora website. Still 0 reviews, which is not helpful when you're trying to buy a fragrance, especially unsniffed. But so Sephora has listed it in the fragrance family, warm and spicy. I do agree with that. Scent types, woody spices. I'm going to disagree with that, and I'll tell you why in a moment, but let's keep going. Again, allspice from Jamaica, vetiver from Haiti, and tobacco from Turkey. It's the same description as on the box. And what else do you need to know? This scent is crafted through a process of extended maceration for 1 month in a special tank and is concentrated at 15% eau de parfum. It is the olfactory creation of Anya Ayo. Now, I don't know if that is a man or a woman. not sure. And I don't know their previous works or any of that thing. So what I'm going to tell you is that from a review standpoint, this is not a scent I would recommend from a review standpoint, because it doesn't fulfill what I was looking for and what I'm talking about as a perfume in a woody and spicy scent genre. It's very warm, it's very fragrant, it's very sweet. It's sweeter actually than I would prefer with a tobacco scent. It's almost too sweet, which I found very strange because vetiver, in my experience, tends to freshen a fragrance. It is a warm scent component, but it is also a fresh scent component. So the sweetness, it's like almost a sticky, like it's almost caramelized in the bottle. It's as if there is, you know, these warm spices and all of this delicious stuff was caramelized in this bottle. I would highly recommend it. I would highly recommend it for somebody who wants to expand their fragrance collection, who likes scents like Flower Bomb or these very sweet fragrances, and they want to expand their fragrance collection by adding in new notes. But if you are looking for a tobacco scent, this isn't really what I would recommend. That being said, it is a beautiful fragrance. However, it is not what I was looking for when I purchased this scent. And it is not what I look for in a tobacco-based fragrance. So I will give you another recommendation in just a moment. But first, I want to talk about a 15% parfum concentration. It is an eau de parfum. That 100 ml for $85 is a very good price, especially at a 15% concentration. However, I found that this particular scent, Hoja de Cuba, did not last long, nor was it extremely, the sillage wasn't very broad. And that's good for some people, and some people it's not what they're looking for. For me, it was not what I would want. It also may not be something that is exclusive to this particular scent alone, where this scent is so warm and so sweet that it may be that it's really designed to draw you in, and if you were going to purchase the Berdoues perfumes from Sephora, I would highly recommend this. Let's see if I can get it to show up on here, because it's a camera trying to pick up a phone screen. There we go. It is a sample set for $22, and it comes with sample vials. 8 fragrances that they're offering on the site. So you will get sample vials from Berdoues. You'll get sample vials from Berdoues Perfumery in the scents Scorza de Sicilia, Selva do Brazil, Some Yoshino, Fenira Morea, Assam of India, Ars El Arab, Oud Al Sarah, and Ruskaya Koza. So each of these are designed to demonstrate a scent of a different country or region in the world. And I have several of these items, these other scents I have in my wish list, but after purchasing this one in full size, I probably will get the sample set before I buy another full size from this brand, which is what I would recommend. Unfortunately, Hoja de Cuba is not in that list. If you want to have a tobacco scent, if you are specifically looking for a tobacco fragrance, which I was when I purchased this, because tobacco is one of my favorite fragrance notes. If you are actually in the market for a tobacco scent, and which I was when I purchased Hoja de Cuba, I highly, highly recommend that you check out Solstice Scents. They are an indie perfumer. The link to the website will be below, as well as a link to the scent. They carry a fragrance called Old Havana. You can purchase it in perfume oil, or you can purchase it in an alcohol-based perfume spray. It is $75 for the spray. It's a little bit less expensive, but you do get a little bit less product. You get 60 mils instead of 100 mil. However, this is the best tobacco scent on the market, bar none. Like, there's literally, I have never found a tobacco scent better than this, and it is offered in the alcohol-based perfume spray, so you don't have to like fuss around with like perfume oils, if that's not your thing. So you're going to be getting a great tobacco scent. It's beautiful, it's amazing, and it has that same invocation of the Cuba of our dreams that Hoja de Cuba does. You'll be getting a great tobacco scent, and you're also supporting a small business, a female-owned and operated company, and just like, I don't know. I don't think there's anything really better than that. I should have just bought that, honestly. Like, but I love trying new brands. So when this came on Sephora's website, of course I wanted to try it. And of course the tobacco scent was going to be the first one that I picked. So if you wanted to skip right to the end, Hoja de Cuba by Berdoues, Hoja de Cuba, Collection Grand's Crus. Yes, if you are looking for something very warm, sweet, sexy. No, if you're looking for a truly, authentically tobacco scent. I recommend this to someone who likes fragrances like Victor & Rolf Flower Bomb, Lancôme La Vie est Belle, Dior Poison, things that are very rich, intoxicating. This definitely falls into that category. It's a very warm, rich fragrance without a lot of sillage, so you don't have to worry about being offensive to coworkers or anyone around you. However, it doesn't have a lot of longevity either. I do find myself having to reapply often, usually about every hour to 2 hours, even on top of clothing. So there are a lot of pluses, a lot of minuses, but I think that if this is something that you're interested in, do your best to get a sample. If you can't get a sample, you can always return it. It's definitely not a bad fragrance. Just for me, it wasn't what I was looking for. I will be returning this scent because I don't need to add fragrances to my collection that I don't plan on wearing. But I will also be picking up the Berdoues fragrance sample set and seeing if there's any of the other scents from this brand. I hope that this was helpful for you in some fashion. My next perfume video coming up is going to be another Sephora favorites reviews, my choices, best of the best, worst of the worst, and all of that good stuff. It's hopefully will be up soon because I want to get it up for you guys before the set is sold out or any of those things, but it takes time. Unfortunately, I can't just wear a fragrance once and say it's good or bad. I do have to like try it over a period of time, so forgive me. This I've been testing for about a month, so yeah. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed. I really, really hope that this was helpful in some way, and I will link the scent and also the samples, the sample kit. So I'm going to link that all below. I'll also link the Solstice Scents website and Old Havana in the perfume format down there for you. And if you have any questions about the fragrance or anything that you think I didn't cover or you want to know more about, feel free to ask. As for the scent, I probably won't have it because I'm going to return it ASAP. So anyway, I hope that you enjoyed, and I will see you on the next one. Mwah! Bye, guys.